Long ago, one of the Immortals loved a mortal woman so deeply that their bond took root completely, without reservation. The power born from that bond had no limits and answered to no one's will. It unraveled uncontrolled, and those who stood too close were lost. Only at a terrible cost was that power finally destroyed. Since then, a law has stood, older than memory itself. Do not touch a mortal. Do not linger. Never hold a stranger's gaze past 3 seconds.
Today, you claim a soul, as always, as you have for 1,000 years. A soul, mortal, 27 years old, lower world, Sector 9. Zora. This soul is marked. I know the rules. Do not touch. Do not linger. Do not hold their eyes past 3 seconds. You know what happens.
I've done this a million times.
That's exactly why I'm saying it. Rule 1, do not touch. Rule 2, do not linger. Rule 3, never hold their eyes. I've never broken one of them. Never. Until this day, I didn't even know it was possible.
Zora is the guardian of that law. For 1,000 years, she kept it without fail. Today, seeing her own face in a stranger's drawings, she hesitates for the first time.
Are you real?
It begins.
You were here 20 years ago when my mother was dying. You were here. I saw you. I was 7.
You weren't supposed to see me. It's impossible.
And yet...
How many people have seen these drawings?
No one. I never showed anyone.
Why?
Because I didn't know how to explain it. Who she was, what she was, if she existed at all. What's your name?
Don't ask my name.
Why?
Because if I say it, it means I'm here. Really here. And I have no right to be here for real.
It began 20 years ago in the room of a dying woman, when a small boy first saw what he had no right to even remember.
That day, I broke the rule. I lingered. You saw me because I allowed myself to look at you longer than I should have.
So it's your fault I've been painting you for 20 years?
Yes.
Thank you.
For what?
For staying. That day I was completely alone, and suddenly, I didn't know who you were, but I knew someone saw me. I'll find out your name eventually, sooner or later.
Rain!
You know my name.
I know everyone's name.
But you said mine.
She didn't complete her task. The soul is still untaken.
I know.
Ariel already sent investigators.
Let them. I need a little more time.
For what?
For her to understand there's no going back. This changes everything. Forgive me, Zora, but I need you exactly there, right now.
The breach ends here.
No.
Zora!
This mortal's name is Rain, and something in Zora suddenly wants to protect him as if everything depended on it.
Come back. Please.
Zora. You're not human. What are you?
How do you know my name? I never told you.
Careful, this place doesn't both disappear properly. For a price. Of course.
I don't trust prices I can't see the cost of.
Smart. Everyone who trusted me learned that lesson late. Though this one already paid a piece of the price. Years ago.
This mark. I've had it since I was 7. Doctors said I was born with it.
You weren't born with it. I left it there. The day I should have taken your mother's soul and let you go with her.
You marked me instead of killing me?
A soul I touch too long doesn't just live. It stays tied to me. I didn't understand what I'd done until years later.
So this whole time, I wasn't chasing a memory, I was chasing you back. 20 years. You've been part of my life for 20 years, and I didn't even know your name until an hour ago.
Would it have been easier if I'd let you die that day?
No.
She didn't just break the rule. She tied a soul to herself. That's not defiance. That's a wound in the fabric itself.
You should know. What she's about to do isn't punishment. It's worse.
What is she going to do?
A scout. Ariel's, not the architectors. It's so enough to report back.
Then they know exactly where we are.
They know where you were. This tower won't hold past tonight. You need somewhere the fog itself doesn't reach.
I know a place. Above all of this.
This is insane! This is completely insane!
High above the clouds, where there are no rules and no eyes counting seconds, some force pulls the immortal and the mortal toward each other.
20 years I painted you, and I never once imagined this part, just you being happy.
I didn't imagine it either. I didn't let myself. Someone was here.
Then let them see. I'm done pretending this isn't happening.
They decide, whatever waits ahead, they will hide in Darek's castle and be together.
20 years I drew you from memory. I never once had the real thing sit still long enough.
I don't know how to just be looked at. Only watched.
There's a difference. Watching is waiting for you to slip. This is just seeing you.
You'll be gone in 60, 70 years if I'm lucky. I'll still be exactly this, exactly here. Doesn't that terrify you?
Everything mortal is terrified of ending. That's not new information. What's new is having something worth being terrified of losing.
I don't know how to grieve in advance. I've never had to.
Then don't. Just sit still a little longer. Ariel knows. She's not sending scouts anymore. She's coming herself. It's higher than yesterday.
I know.
Yours too.
You said 30 days.
I said nothing yet. This isn't a sentence I gave you. It's a wound healing wrong.
Speak plainly.
The mark is choosing. It will finish what it started. Either it takes root in both of you and something neither Law nor I have a name for begins, or it closes, and you forget the shape of each other's faces.
How long?
A month. Less if you're careless with each other. More if you're careful.
And if it takes root?
Then I don't know what you become. That frightens me more than the law does. I am not the only one counting.
Zora believes distance will keep Rain safe. She's wrong. Without her near, the mark on his wrist begins to ache, as if something alive is tearing in two.
How long has it been doing this?
Since she left the room.
Darek, the Immortal who gave them shelter, first saw the two of them only as a way to settle an old debt. But watching Rain so helpless, something in him quietly shifts, a wish not to use them, but to help them. Zora breaks her own resolve and runs back to Rain. As long as they stay close, the mark grows stronger without causing him pain.
You said you'd stay away.
I couldn't.
A whole week passes, warm, quiet, almost like family. Even Darek, who let no one closer than necessary for 200 years, learns to laugh at the same table as them. But somewhere beyond the boundary, even Ariel, judge of this law, never dares to cross. Something none of the three can yet see is already being prepared. Something calls to Zora, quietly, insistently, without explanation. And she follows that call, not understanding why herself.
You've been watched before. Just never introduced.
Who are you?
Someone who knows what that mark actually costs. More than she does.
She already told me.
She told you what it takes, not what it gives.
I'm not your enemy, Guardian. I might be the only one who isn't.
And you'll tell me, for nothing.
Nothing's cheap. I didn't say free.
Again and again she returns to that same abandoned garden, as if it is no longer her own will leading her, but something far stronger.
I've told you what I know. Small pieces. You keep coming back for more.
Because you make me.
No. I open a door. You're the one who walks through it. There's more. But not for free. I already said that.
Name it.
Time. Just yours. No mortal painter. No fallen Wartbok. Just you, listening.
do you go?
Somewhere I can't explain right now.
Can't. Or won't. You used to tell me everything.
Not everything protects you the same way silence does.
That's not an answer.
Everything unfolds exactly as the architect planned. The first crack appears in Zora and Rain's bond, and the mark begins behaving unpredictably for the first time. Meanwhile, Darek finally sees what he refused to see for 200 years. He always believed he owed the architect his life. Now he understands. Everything that happened to him began with the architect himself.
200 years.
In the castle, Rain finds proof of this. 200 years ago, the exact same thing happened to Darek that is happening to him now. The architect craved the power born from a bond between mortal and immortal, and used Darek to get it. The woman Darek loved was lost forever. Darek himself fell, became an outcast, and even after that, the architect kept him on the leash of a false debt for a rescue that never happened.
You didn't come back.
Wasn't ready
For him.
for any of it. He found her. The room.
What room?
Doesn't matter now.
"200 years is a long time to carry something alone."
I know exactly how long it is.
I used to think falling was the punishment. Now I know the worst part was landing somewhere no one stayed long enough to see it.
I see it.
You should go back to him.
There's someone in that room. Her name doesn't matter anymore. Even I don't say it.
I never found out what happened to her after. Whether the Lord took her the way it's threatening to take you to. I never let myself ask. Is that why you never... Thank you for telling me. Where's Zora?
Get away from her.
You're getting predictable. Both of you.
Zora!
It's not...
Isn't it, though?
I said get away.
You'll come back, Guardian. You always do.
How long?
And Ariel, judge of this very law, without ever suspecting it, spent all this time dancing to that same tune. It was her own hand that destroyed Darek's beloved. She was the one who cast him down, certain she was doing the right thing. Only now, 200 years later, does she see how terribly she was wrong.
I know you're there. I don't know anymore if this is still my test.
I'm going to kill him.
Darek!
Not alone. Not this time.
This one's mine. You already know how this ends. You knew last time, too. You were my first attempt, 200 years ago. I made you fall, to see what a rooted bond could become. I panicked before it finished. You were the piece I threw away. Rest. You'll want your strength for what's coming.
We came.
The debt. From when we met. I release it. No condition.
I owe you a truth I've been keeping since before any of you were born. The law wasn't always law. It began the day a bond like yours finished rooting, and became something none of us could control. I was the one who destroyed it. He never forgave me. The law, the boundary between realms, his answer to what I took from him. He doesn't want your bond to fail. He wants it to root, completely. He wants the power that comes from it, under his control.
I didn't see how far he'd already gone. That's mine to carry.
200 years, and no one told me.
There may be a way to root it on your terms instead of his. I can help, if you'll let me.
I spent 200 years not letting myself feel anything. Don't do what I did.
The risk is real. I won't pretend otherwise.
I choose this. All of it.
I'm afraid of what we become.
I know. I am too.
But I still choose this.
Root it now, on my terms, or watch how long a mortal lasts without his guardian near.
He has rain. I know. I was a judge. Now I'm just someone who owes a debt of her own.
There is a way to make the bond safe. One that answers to us, and not to him. It must happen at the convergence point soon. If this fails, the consequences will come for her too. We simply won't fail.
Ariel, Darek, and Zora make one shared decision: to act together against the Architect and bring Rain back.
There's a path through the between he doesn't know I remember.
It'll get us there without crossing his territory twice.
The ritual needs to be spoken, not just felt. Both of them, together, out loud, or it roots on his terms by default. And it needs something freely given as anchor, not taken.
Then we get to Rain first. Nothing happens until he's safe.
Agreed.
They travel to the place where all three realities converge at once. The place where, by Darek's own account, the Architect has always hidden. Meanwhile, the Architect is already drawing power straight from the mark on Rain's wrist, rushing to finish what he started 200 years ago.
I wondered how long you'd pretend to be neutral. Not this time. This time I'm not alone. Let's not waste the moment on speeches.
Wait!
Not again. Not to anyone else.
Darek falls alongside the Architect, but it is his final act that ends the Architect for good. That same day, Ariel changes the law.
Some truths are felt more deeply when unspoken. The law changes today. What was forbidden is no longer a crime, only a choice, freely made.
I broke the one law there was. I'd do it again.
Rain and Zora remain living in the castle that once belonged to Darek, and they never forget him. Not for a single day.